Eric. Once again, hello. This time, probably
Hello.
you can hear me well. So,
Yeah,
welcome again. Yes, so welcome again. And I'm really
thank you for
excited
having me
that
here.
we find. Yeah, so no problem at all. And I'm really glad that we finally managed to meet live here from like different parts of the world and have this talk. So what we are going
Thank
to
you.
talk about. Yeah, so of course, first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself a little bit. So tell who you are and what your company, who you work for, what company you work for, just for us
Yes,
to know.
of course. So, my name is Eric. Okay, I was born in China, Nanjing City. Okay, so
Okay.
and I am sitting here in the office called eHello Online English. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the company where mainly do one-on-one teach online. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I what else? I
Yeah.
mean,
What is your position? What is your position in this company? What do you do?
oh, right. I belong to teacher recruitment. So
Mm-hmm.
we hire teacher, train them with by using our system, and
Okay.
also we are call ourselves teacher assistant.
Yeah, teacher's
Mainly
assistant.
we help teacher deal with classes, connection, salary part, etc., etc.
That sounds way less stressful than HR manager, right? So it's very nice that you.
No, no,
Okay.
we do the interview, we do the provide or give instructions for a teacher to do a proper online class, and also we need to train them, do the promotion work.
Hmm.
Uh, yes, that be more than HR.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say that is just an interesting position. So
Oh
now
yes, it
you
is.
told that your company delivers one-to-one sessions. Do you work with groups? Do you work with groups?
Yes, we do have group classes. Usually, once teacher do teach group class, on the other side, usually there are more than four students. Okay,
Okay.
and also, I believe in China we do have uh, lots of agencies looking for teachers to deliver lessons both online and offline. Yes.
Hmm. Okay, great. So, do you work on blended learning style, meaning that you provide your students with both online, as you said, and offline, or it's purely online?
Okay, of course. Um, we will open 10 offline schools in China at the end of this year, and
Mm,
also, but it will take lots of procedures for a foreign teacher to come to China, and also I
okay.
believe if a foreign teacher um, they would need a long time if they move to China, to
Of
experience
course,
everything new.
yes.
So
Yeah,
we
it requires
choose
a lot.
these methods as teaching online. So you guys or the foreign teachers don't have to move. You can simply just stay at home, open computer, prepare for the
Yeah,
lesson, and
of
deliver the lessons. Yes.
Yeah, of course, great. And it brings me to another question. Like
Yes.
you feel that I think that Chinese people really feel that e-learning is a really, really comfortable solution to the problem of getting like the best teachers from around the world and bringing education to the comfort of your home. And I don't know why, but it seems to me that China is mostly aware of this because Yeah, we all know that you're a big country and you have big population, but let's say Russia is also a big country. But if we check the lists of companies that work online, that deliver teaching and learning services, I'm talking about ESL, EFL, we will
Of
see
course.
China the top one country that delivers these
Excuse me.
online services. So why is that? Aren't Chinese people scared to work online? So do they just go for digital
Okay.
learning straight away?
Yes, I okay. Yes, that is actually a good question for status in China. I mean, in 2012, there are 2,000 million students registered online. I mean, according to reported. Um, I mean, definitely for uh, students living in a rural area, they also need a teacher
Of
badly. Okay, so uh, so that's why this online teaching industry is booming recently in 5 years, and it's getting bigger and bigger for now. And specifically, I used to study abroad, and I can tell how critical thinking is important to our Chinese students because mainly our teaching methods are I would say knowledge memory. So
Okay,
we
yeah, knowledge man.
yes, so we have to memorize a lot on different subjects. But to me, I think critical thinking is to keeping asking why, and you will eventually know the answer for that. No, I mean that's just to show a little for critical thinking. But to me, I always want to bring good teachers or teaching resources to China, and
Mhm.
I guess that's how we want to, how I can
Okay.
improve or help students in China. Yes.
Yeah, of course. It's nice that you want to bring like modern methodologies and different, as you said, like ways of thinking to your country, which definitely is like a big step ahead, just to be more open-minded. And how about your students? Like, are they different? Because right now we're talking about some cultural differences, right? Like
Yes.
memorizing and critical thinking. So, how Chinese students are different from the rest of the world?
Oh, okay. First of all, I would say we're having students from kids, teenagers, uni students, and I would say for now, the kids and the teenagers are getting uh, more and more. The parents wanted to help them practice English without accent.
Okay.
But yes, so and also generally Chinese students are, I would say, tending to follow teacher's instruction.
Okay.
We guys, we don't we don't usually ask questions. We're listen
Obedient.
and
Yeah.
we
Okay.
practice. Yes, of course, we don't. Uh,
I would
no,
say
to
that's a
answer, I mean, we
perfect
don't give a hard
student.
time for.
That's a perfect student for a teacher, for any teacher, I would say.
Yes, especially the older ones, unlike the younger ones. Like let's say kids, those are totally different.
Yeah, of course, that's definitely a matter of age. But anyway, maybe if, for example, people who are watching us, they have come across videos where a teacher delivers lessons in English, yes, to Chinese students. The video is going to be very different. The lesson will be very different.
Mhm.
Why? So you show what is the difference? Maybe for you it's not a
Uh,
difference, but for me that's definitely a lot of gestures because you have to show everything. And is it a requirement? because we mhm.
Yes, yes. I mean, first of all, online class, online, offline, because teacher is really far away,
Yeah.
and you do procedures or, like you said, gestures to help you draw students' attention. And
Right.
not only gestures, I would say you could sounds or videos if possible to help you extend the content or to do the extension during the lesson. So to me, I think that would be uh, great for our students. Like they they really like teacher if they can speak just a simple Chinese words or they do all these gestures make them understand better.
That's great. That's great. And I think it brings a very important thought to mind. Like, if just a piece of advice to people who just want to start working online, is that it's very different. It's very different. Although we still have the same people talking, but because we have the technology and we have just we can see just a part, just the face. We lack this body language, we lack some emotions. That's why it's really essential to bring it to your video lessons, to give more emotions and maybe to come closer to your students. Because that's a big difference. That's a big difference. And sometimes I've even heard that some teachers are extremely tired after such lessons. They have, sore muscles because they're showing different objects, yes, and they are putting a lot of energy into the lesson, which is great, and I think it's just delivers your message very well.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
sorry,
Please,
sorry to interrupt. I mean,
no,
uh, yes, I mean, a lot of teachers here are very dedicated to the job and they always keep high energy level during the lesson, right? And to me, I think a better way to do it is to talk about relatable topic with our students. Like
okay,
say, to describe events in today's life say,
yeah, yeah.
or on the way to the work or describe a restaurant you uh, often visit, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, of
that
course.
always can, I would say that always can say to let the students to think about. And that's really connect students' life. And I think that's the best way to learn.
Yeah, 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 very relevant topics that you can discuss and just to share experience, something that they will apply later in their lives. And one more question just popped up in my head. Do you follow any specific method, like teaching method? Because I know that there are platforms. For example, there is one Brazilian platform, Boxy. It seems to me, I'm not advertising, but just for you to know. And they have as basics, they have task-based learning, so they follow the structure, they follow the methodology. There are also like German company, Berlitz, they also have their own method. Um,
Yes,
that they use, and they impose, I wouldn't say impose, but they recommend teachers
I
to
can.
use it. hmm
Yes,
So do you have anything like
definitely.
this?
Oh yes, of course. Um, Definitely. This is a online class. We prepared uh, each lesson with teaching material, and definitely that would help teacher. For example, we do classes on based on the certain procedures. We do have goals of
Okay.
the lesson, so
Okay,
quite important
objectives.
to
Great.
yes let our students to know what we will learn in this lesson. And the main teaching methods we will use in here we call TRPS is three round scenario conversation. So we
Can you
provide
please repeat? Can you please repeat?
yes, it's called TRPS.
Okay,
Let me
TRPS.
explain. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, we will create a scenario situation, and first of all, we present it. we present the
Mm-hmm.
keywords, phrases, knowledge, and we practice and focus on expression, pronunciation, and the body language. And the
Oh.
last part will be production.
Mm-hmm.
And also teachers and can give a scenario conversation. Just like imagine we're having
Mm-hmm.
plan on picnic, okay?
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
I will start the conversation about how pick you up at your place, okay?
Okay.
So that way students can, sorry, let me repeat that again. Present, practice, and performance or
Perform. Hmm.
production, okay?
Production,
And the
yes.
last
Hmm.
part,
Yeah. I would say
yes.
the three piece approach is very classical one, and it's definitely
Yes, yes.
proved to be really effective. Okay, so you also follow that. Hmm. Great. And as the practice stage, you would probably the scenario that you were talking about is probably role play or something that, for example, students can just, I don't know, imagine in their
Uh,
lives. Mhm.
in you mean in the practice part, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, right. Yeah, practice part.
Okay. Yes, actually,
No, not
uh,
practice. Probably these are exercises, but production. So are
production,
these
right?
going
Sorry,
to be? Mhm.
production. The reasons we want students or drag students into a scenario situation is that students they have, I want to say problem, but they having hard time to express themselves.
Ah, okay.
They would
Mhm.
think in Chinese way of
Okay.
express English, and
Mhm.
that is incorporate and it's hard for listener, of course.
Mhm.
So we provide scenarios like make a reservation in a
Okay.
hotel,
Mhm.
ordering dishes in the restaurant, how to make a phone call in business meeting, things like that.
Mhm.
So
Great.
we want teacher to do or start lesson and trying to give a
Mhm.
free talk in the production part. Yes.
Okay, great. And one more question that I have is how much of L1 do you use? Is there a place
Understand?
for Chinese language at the lesson, or the lesson is carried out in English exclusively?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the first
Yes,
question again?
yeah, of course. How much of your native language is present at the lesson? So, do teachers use Chinese at the lesson?
No, no.
Okay.
Uh,
Mhm.
I mean, okay. So my understanding is that we we would invite or we would ask students to attend the lesson. Definitely won't be involved in Chinese. Uh, and but luckily our teachers are thoughtful. They usually go to Google Translator. They translated keywords, phrases in
Okay.
Chinese to make sure students understand.
Okay.
But to us, yes, there's no Chinese part in this class.
That's great. That's
I'm
great.
sorry,
So,
does that answer your question?
of course, and I know that you also have one more thing that you help your students with, like to feel, you help students to feel comfortable at the lessons. You, as a TA, you also visit classes. So tell a little bit about that. So there are like two, two teachers at the lesson.
Yes, of course. So we're mainly do the online one-on-one lesson online,
Hmm.
and it's I would say sort of like school in China, but it's
Okay.
also a business. So for business, we need to first we need to uh, randomly check teachers' classes to
Hmm.
know how they interact or how they engage with students. And I mean, to be honest, there are some of teachers, or there are a few teachers we met. did unprofessional things during the lesson.
Okay.
I mean, yes, that happened from
Yeah,
time to time.
of
So
course. Yeah.
we had to check. And
Hmm.
also, one more thing is I would say, teaching online, even though you guys far away, that makes you feel isolated. You guys definitely want to know the feedback,
Of
want to
course.
know how the performance in the
Yeah,
lesson.
of course.
So,
How we went.
and definitely from time to time, we go to teachers' lessons, we do the feedback, we tell them, okay, the actually you need to spend like 10 minutes on this part, okay, to do
Okay.
the fully practice with that low English level students. Okay, so we'll
That's
do that.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely it sounds not that scary to be honest. Yeah, so it's not like being totally controlled, but I think that it's more of a support, right?
Yes,
So
that's right.
that's nice. Now, tell me a little bit about the recruitment process because this probably
Mhm.
is one of the most popular questions. Are you hiring now? Who are you hiring? Natives, non-natives? Because this is probably the first question that comes to mind if you want to for a company.
Yes, of course. Actually, we provide a plan form here.
Hmm.
So, and we always believe everyone has the inner value.
Hmm.
So I would say we don't strict to the native speaker. We also hire non-native speaker.
Hmm.
We also think uh, people have an idea they need to express. So we willing to do the uh, to build this platform for teachers
Okay.
have more chance to engage with Chinese students.
Hmm. Great.
Um, okay, so to talk about the recruitment procedure, first we will receive a resume, okay, or if anyone's here online, if they were
Yeah, yeah,
interested,
of course, of
okay,
course.
yeah, we could arrange time to talk, of course. So during the interview, we will need teacher to do the preparation, where we need to know your teaching skills or teaching methods.
So once
Okay,
again,
can you?
do you need resume? Because I've missed that. So do you need to send a resume?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
resume
need
number
it
one.
to look at
So
lesson
mhm.
number one.
Great. Is it
And
a video presentation? Because I know that many companies
that would be
require your
better.
video. Okay, but again, it's
That would be
optional. It's optional. It's up to you.
Yes, of course, of course,
Hmm.
of
Great.
course. Um, During the interview, we would ask the teacher, well, we will randomly give three words, and we expect teacher to explain or to teach us with the words. So that way we can tell if teacher would use like simple words to
Okay.
explain, or and the speed, how they delivered the explanation,
Of
so
course.
we can tell if teacher is suitable for adults lesson or for kids English lesson. Okay. So for example, we would say, okay, here you go. We want you to prepare for like 3 minutes to talk about or explain or teach me about word family. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely
Sure.
teacher can use everything. Like they can use pictures to show family pictures, or they
Hmm.
can use body language, or they can even draw like family, father, daddy, mommy, and the kids. So yeah,
Nice.
and we can simply identify this teacher is suitable for adult lessons or kids English lesson. Okay, and after that, we want teachers to do demo lessons.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that way we can tell or to grasp teachers' essence or teachers' teaching style or teaching methods. Okay, and
Hmm.
we would know how teacher um, pays the pays for the each lesson. Yes,
That's
and
nice.
after
Really.
that we would collect teachers' material. It will help me for us for TAs do the promotion work. Okay,
Hmm.
and after
Of
that,
course.
once we receive the teacher account, then show you or inform you how to open lessons
Hmm.
to start teach online.
Yeah, so just very quickly, we'll review because the process is really
Of
complex.
course, I
So that's
yes,
resume that you sent. There is also a face-to-face, one-to-one interview, right? There is
yes,
also a demo lesson or
demo,
several demo.
demo lessons.
Yeah, okay, so
Uh,
demo
uh,
lessons, one or many?
Actually, we would say two, maybe
Two.
three.
Two, okay. Two maybe more. Two, that's a lot of work. Three to demo lessons and anything else, like maybe teaching materials that you need to show, or maybe some artifacts of your work.
Yeah, okay, for demo lessons, we still need to be restricted with the first one and the second one because we give the feedback for the
Hmm.
demo lessons. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, I'm sorry, can you repeat the last question again?
Yeah, it's just like I was talking about the like any materials that you need to show because I know that's very
Oh,
popular.
right.
Currently it's very popular to create your portfolio where you keep your materials, where you keep all the work that you've done if you have experience. Yeah, so do you need anything or just like demo lesson, that's all?
Okay, so actually we would collect pictures, like
Mm,
pictures from teachers, like formal ones and casual ones, to show the teacher, and also we would need teacher to prepare for like a video intro and a writing intro, and those
oh.
ones will present in student center, so they will
Mm.
get to know more about this teacher.
Okay, great, great. So thanks a lot, Eric. You definitely gave a lot of information for I would
Yes,
say like
I know.
maybe
Yeah.
in some secrets, maybe even too much. Okay, and probably the last question that is of interest for many. Let's not like name the specific rate that you charge because I don't think that it's appropriate. But just in general, is it like premium, so or it's like the same, you pay the same rate as, for example, the schools in China on regular basis? So just like
Okay. Yes,
in general.
definitely, uh, definitely. I won't tell the specific number for the price for
Yeah,
each
yeah,
lessons here.
of course,
I
because it's
mean,
very, depends on.
that varies based on teachers' experience, their performance, and also the certification. Now we consider we value certification. So I
Hmm.
would say uh, we I mean, definitely for TAs, we would definitely stand on the teachers' side. We help teachers to achieve or accomplish the expected salary, and also we will give instruction how to deliver a proper online class. So that's how we can help teachers to receive expected salary.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be mainly based on the performance and the
Hmm.
background.
Mhm. Great, great. Thanks a lot, Eric. And just the very last question, and I'm letting you go.
Yes, of course.
Like, do you value
Okay.
teachers who are tech savvy, who know how to operate with technology, who know how to manage any difficulties if they come their way? So, would you value this teacher over the one that has like no technical skills? So tell me, please.
Yes. I had this teacher. I actually trained her with platform everything.
Mm-hmm.
That cost me an hour and a half, and after that, he can use the platform properly, and he can get more booking from our students, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel happy for that. Sorry, to answer the question, um, I would say, first of all, there's applied technology and the internet technology. So applied technology such as the courses you provide,
Yeah,
and also I would say uh, internet technology are means a lot for online class. So it will influence the experience on
of
the
course,
student
of
side.
course. Hmm.
So, but for us as TAs, we're willing to help teachers to help them with different applied technology or teaching methods, and you will do the same. And also, we would will do the test with teachers on those internet technology
Mhm.
because upload, download that will affect the experience or the online class. Of course.
Yeah, of course, of course. But still, a person who doesn't know how to operate like uploading, downloading can have your assistance, yes, and it's important
Yes.
for you. Mhm. Great, great, Eric.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, thanks a lot for this. Do you have maybe any
You're
questions to
welcome.
me? Any
Uh,
questions maybe that you want to ask? Or
okay.
maybe you want to
So
answer something that I haven't asked yet, which I doubt
um,
probably.
no, I mean, Zoriana. So as for you, you're a teacher here. You're
Uh-huh.
also an online teacher. So how would you describe if it's a proper a business uh, company for you? Like I would just
Yeah.
say you hands on the system and
Yeah, sure.
everything.
Yeah, I'm sure we will discuss it. We will discuss it. And do we have any questions from our guests? Because I can see that we have people there. So just let me check if we have
Oh,
anyone. Just a moment. Just a
okay,
moment.
sure.
I'm going to check it out because we might have some questions on Facebook, and we also there is
From
um,
audience.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So just let me know, guys, if you are watching, if you're listening, let us know if you have any questions to me or Eric. Um, if not, you can leave. I think that you will be able to leave some commentaries. So hopefully, or you can simply send a direct message to us. Yeah, I don't see questions for now. Yes, so I'm letting you go, Eric. So once again,
Of
thanks a
course.
lot for being there for
Thank you.
us, for letting us know what like the current situation in China. And
Of course.
it's been a pleasure, a big pleasure. And oh no, no, just a second, we have a question.
Okay.
Please repeat the name of online school where Eric works. So I know,
Uh,
and I'm going to,
eHello.
yeah.
eHello online English.
Mhm. Yes, okay, great. So that's all. The last thing that I want to say, don't forget that digital English course is available at your service. And if you want to enhance your skills, digital skills, I'm here to help you. And I'm here to show you like what you can do with those, as you can see. And we definitely have like strong cooperation with Eric here, and you will not be left outside alone. You're fully supported. So I'm
Yes.
sure that that's definitely something that you can take up on. So bye bye, take care, dear friends. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I will
Thank you.
just, yeah, I think that we will see each other sometime later. So just stand
Yes, of
by.
course.
Okay. Yes. So bye bye.
You take care. Bye bye.